Good evening, everyone. As you can see, I've got the February due ones in right now. The majority of the majority of these are second lambers. The only ones that are aged are the couple of leftovers from the last group, and then also these wool ones right here. They are 8, I believe, this year. So they might get aged out of the program this year. They're amazing meat producers. So it's hard to get rid of them, but at the same time, they're getting older. So we do our best with them, keep them in shape. They're looking a little thin this year in my opinion, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make a decision on them after they have their lambs. So we're gonna do pre-lambing vaccine. I use Glandvax 6. I don't know if I can get that to focus or not. So the idea behind doing pre-lambing vaccines is to help with the Clostridial in the lambs. It gives them protection from birth from the mum's colostrum. That's the whole idea behind it. And this one also covers the caseous CL. And if you don't know what that is, it's just cysts within their body. Doesn't affect the meat quality. It's just not very pleasant for the sheep to have to live with. So this prevents the CL cysts. And yeah, so we're gonna do these girls, get them all caught up to date. They're not overly happy about being brought in tonight. Don't blame them. It's so nice outside, you wanna hang out. It's not exactly the greatest way to vaccinate sheep, but it gets the job done. I still have the ram in with this group. He's not doing anything, but he's just hanging out with them. But anyway, I put a dot on the back of their necks there, or their bums or wherever, just so that I know which ones I vaccinated, especially when I'm working by myself. So not exactly the greatest way to do this, but unfortunately, it's not worth it for the 27 that I vaccinated to set up the whole system because it's not a very good system. So for the 27 that needed shots, this works. I apologize about that dog in the background. Sorry, it's pitch black outside and she's very protective. But anyway, we're gonna let these guys out before they get too rambunctious. Not exactly ideal doing it this way, but not gonna hurt them either. I don't know, I guess they're a little bigger than I think they are. I have to also remember that these guys are still a month away from lambing. But they're headed back out to go find their donkey and their food. So everyone's probably wondering why this one has a tail. That was Kissy. That's Mom's bottle lamb from 8 years ago. And for some reason she got missed on getting her tail done. So now that she's older, I clean it up a little bit if needed when she goes to lamb, but the last couple years I haven't had to. She's done pretty good with it, but yeah, that's Kissy. She gets so sore when her lambs are beating on her, but she has twins every year and is a fantastic mom, so yeah, I guess they're on par for being a month away. A few smaller ones, but there are some bigger ones in there too. And now that they've made a mess out of my beautifully clean barn, little buggers. So as you can see, I just went on a bit of a road trip today. It was a couple hours away from home, wasn't too far, but I got something exciting to show everyone. Meet Jack. So Jack is a Jack donkey. He's not as big as I would have liked him to have been, but he's the new boyfriend for our two Jennies. He's an absolute sweetheart. He's got quite a bray on him for how little he is. I'll have to attach a clip at the end of this video to show him and Jorge meeting today. It was actually quite comical. But yeah, this is Jack. Where I got him from, they called him Blackjack or Flapjack. So don't really like either of those, so we'll just call him Jack. Yeah, so he's quite friendly. Lets me pet him everywhere. Just trying to stay out of the light for everyone to be able to see him. You big sweetheart. Aren't you, Jack? So he'll get turned out with the Jennies and create more little cute babies. He's in really good shape too. Yeah, he's a little bit smaller than I would have liked. He's got to be at least 46 inches though, so hopefully, well, I know not hopefully, he will be able to do the job. But we'll see how his foals look. I'm quite excited for them. Yeah, it was nice to be able to find a Jack close to home. I've been looking for mammoth Jacks for, well, a year basically, and haven't, well, over a year. And outside of paying $8,000 for one, this is what I could find. That and the other Jack that I picked up a couple years ago to breed for the foals we had last year. So, yeah, more babies to come.